rundown. It's brought to you by High Noon. This right here, this is like a little cube of happiness. This is like it right here. You got the watermelon, the mango, the passion fruit, the pineapple. Get your variety pack. This is the tropical limited edition, which is, I mean, it's here. Summer's here. It's June already. The world is back open, and now you can get a limited edition tropical flavor pack of High Noon. Forget about it. It's already been the best hard seltzer in the game, and now you get the 8-pack with 2 of each flavor. It's the best hard seltzer. We've said it because it's straight vodka and seltzer. There's none of that malt bullshit. And so if you've been loving the you got to be better at opening the box, though. I will say that. If you've been loving the original flavors, we've got the tropical flavors now. So, do you want one?
The watermelon.
Are you drinking yet or what?
I can.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Again.
All right.
Nice.
I know.
Kate.
Let's pop
Way to
High
go.
Noon in honor of Kate
Don't
and the
mind
new
if it's
baby.
you.
When did you get back, by the way?
I
New dad.
drink other types of
okay. Well,
beverages.
cheers to you and being back as a healthy, happy family, and cheers to the gluten-free, 100-calorie, no added sugar High Noons.
The watermelon.
They are delicious. They are delicious.
Follow along.
The peach is my favorite.
Tag at Nooners in all your tweets and videos about drinking. Also, they're out doing the what's it called? Like High Noon across America.
Barstool versus America.
Barstool versus America.
Yeah.
So they're drinking High Noons all day and night.
Yep.
So go get them for the summer.
That was like my personal MJ covering up the Reebok.
The Reebok.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't do it. Sorry, but I do. I will verbally say that High Noon is delicious.
Yes.
All right. We'll start with I would say maybe the biggest news of all time, certainly of the last 20 years. Or 18 years, I guess. Tommy Cheseballs is back.
Woo!
This is either the biggest news of all time for you, or you have no fucking clue.
There's no in the middle.
No, there is none.
This is the one and only Tommy Cheseballs. Fuck all the shit you've seen before and all the shit you've heard and read online.
Do you know Tommy Cheseballs?
Oh yeah, I used to be obsessed with the True Lives and all that stuff.
True Life, by the way, just the series in general, is a great series. We should do that here.
Incredible.
Next up, I want to find the guy who got the fake calf implant. Do you remember
Oh,
that one?
yes.
And that was early, that's probably kind of happens a lot now. Back then, I think that was pretty fucking rare.
Yeah.
But so True Life, MTV True Life used to be this documentary series. It was usually True Life, I'm addicted to eating glass or weird shit, like a TLC show now. But there was one, True Life, I got a summer share house. This was the Jersey Shore before the Jersey
2003.
Shore. Before the situation and Paulie D and Vinny, there was Tommy Cheseballs, because he would go down the shore, he would wear these, cut-off sleeves, he called it the Don Corleone hat.
The Bebe pants.
And he would go, they'd go to the Seaside Heights, they'd go to Jenkinson's, the boardwalk, and then afterwards they would go to Steaks Unlimited at 3 a.m. and they would get steak sandwiches and cheese balls. And that's where Tommy Cheseballs was birthed.
Cheese balls and steak sandwiches.
But what was hilarious was that he was looking for love. That was the premise, was that he's this big Goombats Guido, but he wanted to just find his Jersey Shore queen. And so they followed him around for a couple weekends, and it's the most unintentionally funny thing
It's
of
the
all
best.
time.
It's the best way to describe it is the Jersey Shore meets the character Dom from Entourage, but Tommy Cheseballs is the original.
Right.
So all
they're
of those
based on
things
him.
were based on him.
And you know what it is? The Jersey Shore was a phenomenon. Love those guys. Love that series. All that shit. But they went on that. I don't think they ever knew they were going to be what they were. But they were let's get famous. We're on a reality show. This is going to be the real deal. Tommy Cheseballs was looking for love. And he was yeah, you guys can follow me around. But he was true and honest and not really self-aware.
Unintentionally,
and so he goes to the shore. I mean, he packed up. He has a blankie that his mom made.
Oh, yeah,
watching Goodfellas in the car ride to the club.
He said 70,
just to set
he
the
would
mood.
hit 75 exits south on the Parkway till he hit Seaside. They would watch Goodfellas going to the club. They laid it out 11 p.m. We go to the club. We dominate. We take over. We scope out the women. We scope out the dance floor. 3 a.m. We do the sandwiches. What was very funny though, and all the way, by the way, this all comes from one episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was two
It's pretty much the
segments.
perfect episode of television.
Yeah, really, honestly. To think about what came out of probably 18 minutes worth of entertainment.
Yeah.
He's looking for love. He finds this girl, And then she ditches him for her ex-boyfriend in the parking lot. Like, he got totally, like, he was a chump.
And the girl's wearing the same outfit as him. She also had on the same, like, white hat. And
it was amazing. He's just
I forgot. It was like the episode of Seinfeld when he starts dating girl Jerry.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, I mean, that's what all those people basically were. I mean, they all look and dress that way. But then he just, poof, disappears.
Yeah.
This is in 2003. Nothing. Nobody heard anything. Which also makes me think, by the way, that like.
Well, I was gonna say, are we?
So
I mean, eventually
something is gonna come out.
I saw a couple tweets last night. Someone was tagging us and being like, "He's a Nazi." I was like, I'm gonna pretend this isn't real yet.
There was a picture.
I need a second source.
I'm gonna just say this. There was a picture with someone who had tattoos that looked a lot like his.
I need a second source. Right. I saw that one guy. Good job, guy. But I'm not until I see a second source. I'm not confirming.
I would like to know though, because if I'm like throwing a party because Tommy Cheseballs is back and it turns out he's a very bad person, I'm gonna be not. It's not gonna be great.
You know what? If that's true, then we just say it's that Tommy Cheseballs. It's not this Tommy Cheseballs.
Well, here's also. Did you notice his teeth?
Yeah.
So, Tommy Cheseballs today. Oh, and so the point was he disappeared. He came back on TikTok, like out of nowhere. Dave found the TikTok when there was like 20 views. Like he just popped up. He has brand new teeth that are like clearly like they're chiclets. So they were like, And then I got a tweet from someone else saying that like he got his teeth knocked out by the police in an altercation. Again, that's just a fucking random tweet.
Well, wait till the facts come out. Let us have a day.
Let us enjoy Tommy Cheseballs. And I know that, I mean, I did 1 Minute Man on it today. I'm sure like no one's even gonna watch it or understand it because if you're young, you don't. But I just beg you, if you're like 18 and you're like, I don't know who that is, fuck it, please watch it. Please, because there's nobody like this anymore. Everyone's too self-aware. Everyone's trying to get famous. There's nobody like this who's just like a cartoon character of a human.
But again, the most important part is if you watch it, you have to understand that it's 2003. It's before the internet. It's before Jersey Shore. It's before everything. He is truly an original, like not trying to be anyone else, not trying to like swagger jack someone else's stuff. Right.
No self-awareness.
And the best part is when you go back and watch that episode or you hear these clips, it's got like from the window to the wall in the background, like the soundtrack is amazing. It's like we time travel back then.
And his friends like Fat Tony.
There was there's Anthony.
Both Michelles.
Anthony Skinny, two
and
Michelles,
the Jersey girls
cousin
so
Vinny.
Jersey too. The girlfriends had like the everything.
And it gets deep at one point. They're like, Tommy's the type of guy who gives the shirt off his back, and he's so tough and rough, but really he's just looking for love because he needs to be loved. And the whole thing is completely absurd. So if you know it, it's a big deal. If you don't, like, educate yourself on Tommy Cheseballs because he is
get some culture.
Truly one of a kind. Yeah. Teach your children about this. He should be in the fucking textbooks.
And if it turns out he is a Nazi now,
then we just disavow all this.
We just say disavow.
You gotta blame the girl who turned him down that night.
No, that too.
It's her fault.
But the word disavow really just does it all.
Right.
It's disavow.
Right. I rebuke.
Yeah.
Disavow, rebuke, I'm done with it.
I'm not there yet, but if I have to, I will press that disavow button.
But I'm not doing that yet because I want Tommy Cheese. If he's not, I want him to like come in here.
I want him to just be hired to just be Cheseballs.
Yeah.
Like just sit next to like Little Sass.
Well, where'd he go?
And just let him
where's Rico at?
Get fucking Cheseballs.
Come show the shirt. This was he's got the hat and everything. It's Tommy Cheseballs Day. Let's go. So you could actually make the argument that Rico got his whole swagger from fucking Tommy Cheseballs. You know what? You were probably like you were like the Irish kid growing up, and then you saw Tommy Cheseballs and you decided to be.
I had to heckle the guy in the corner.
That was funny.
You bought this in the corner?
They had to today. It's a one time.
No, listen. As he was.
Nah, they had the black.
That doesn't fit you anymore. Your head's too big.
I have to have a big head.
As Rico was coming up, I come out of the building, and Rico's coming this way, and I see the Tommy Cheseballs, so I pull the phone out, and I'm like, "Hey, it's Tommy Cheseballs Day." As this is happening, a car like kind of almost hits him, like pure Tommy. He's like, "Hey, I'm walking here." It was like ridiculous.
Look at the shirt. He's back. Sandwiches and cheese balls. Let's go. Looking for love.
But he said it would be great theater if I got run over on live camera.
That shirt though, that's one of ours, right?
I asked Dave for it for years, and shout out to Clem. Clem finally got him on the shelf.
Yeah.
It's
beautiful.
Perfect.
It's absolutely beautiful. And shout out to Clem. He's been a Tommy Cheseballs traveler or tracker for a long time.
What happens if he gets Canceled.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
Then the picture, screenshot this, Mackenzie.
It's not good.
25%.
It's not good.
Wait, you should stay on for Coach K.
All right.
Yeah, second topic is brought to you by Trifecta. Can you pull that back up, Mac? Trifecta is the best
Make
meal
sure, take a
prep
picture.
on earth.
Take the camera. Take the.
You know, a
take
lot
this
of
way.
these like
Pose for a
pre-made meals or ones that get delivered or ones you cook every day, they're garbage, they're trash, but not Trifecta.
Send me that picture.
It's organic,
Thank you.
chef-made meals backed by nutritional science that'll get you in the best shape of your life with real food, all conveniently shipped right to your door. It makes eating healthy not suck, which is like the most important thing in the world. The reason why everybody doesn't eat healthy is because it fucking sucks to eat healthy. Not with Trifecta. They got tons of options. Keto, paleo, a la carte, so you can pick and choose whichever ones you want. They got a plan for everyone with fresh, never frozen, farm to fork supply chain food. It's all organic, it's all gluten-free. That's big. All fully cooked and sent to you, so you just got to reheat it. So this isn't one of those meal preps where you got to end up cooking the whole thing yourself. You just reheat it. It's all good to go. And right now, you can get 40% off when you go to trifectanutrition.com/rundown. Use the code rundown. You'll get 90 days for free fitness and nutrition coaching. So you'll have somebody on the other end who's telling you how to eat and how to work out while you eat Trifecta, and 40% off with the code rundown.
I have one other thing about Tommy Cheseballs. I can fully admit this. It's about Tommy Cheseballs, but it's also about the fact that like that was the internet before.
It's Internet 1.0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like no cynicism, no irony, no like just snarky
golden
assholes.
days, you know?
Just something is funny because it's funny.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
I was proud or I guess flattered almost. Dave put out the tweet and he tagged me, you, and Clem.
Yeah.
Nobody else though was tagged on that, but it was like this is for the OGs.
Yes.
This is for the guys
Yes.
who really the guys who really love Tommy Cheseballs. When you
Yes.
think about Barstool and Tommy Cheseballs, it's me, you, and Clem, and nobody else.
Fucking love
Did
so-
you expect that that's what was coming?
What's
No.
that?
No.
No,
That-
never.
That's the biggest thing.
No.
That was what's so weird. Dave has not tweeted at me unless he's talking shit like that since Tommy Cheseballs.
Right.
So I was like, what could this possibly be? Me, Dan, and Clem, like it wasn't clicking. And he did set it up perfectly because he was like, you're gonna be astounded.
Yeah.
And
No,
I was-
Yeah.
There's nothing I can say, do, or prepare you for the video that you're about to see after I stop speaking. If you're my age or around my age, prepare to be shocked, stunned, astounded, thrilled, and everything in between.
I was
Yeah.
honestly like,
He texted me, you got to watch this video before I saw the video. So then I pulled it up, and so I was like doubly. And
Insanity.
it's still
What
like
did you think was
lived up to
coming?
the hype.
It makes no sense that he missed out for so long. Like,
well, that's why
Well,
he took it
it's,
down wrong, you know?
take the picture again.
I saw the tweet. I was walking with the kids, like we were doing like a little walk around the block. I saw it. Holy shit, you two and me
Yeah.
and Dan and Dave's tweeting it. And I honestly thought I was getting fired. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what video of me, like, was I doing something, like, blacked out, like, 10 years ago and someone got me? I was like,
Dude,
what
I was in the
canceled.
same.
I'm terrified.
I was in the same spot where I was with my son, and I was like, I like dropped everything. I was like, Tommy Cheseballs is back. Like I have, like, sorry, like I had, like,
I mean,
sound the
I could
alarm.
have been in the middle of like a funeral and I would have been like, oh shit!
My wife was thrilled, too. Like, that was the best thing. Like, she's been along for the whole time.
Yeah,
She's-
that's
that
what I
was
mean.
a-
If you know, man.
Yeah.
It's a big one. So.
Oh, fuck.
Barstool store right here. Store it up.
Yeah,
Get them while they last.
Yeah, for now.
The other big news, a lot of big basketball news, a lot of people retiring, quitting, moving on. Coach K at the top of the list with, you know, we see it from the Jeters of the world, and LeBron will do it one day.
All-time selfish
when
move.
When you give yourself the retirement tour, you're just the biggest fucking, you know, narcissist ever.
I'm not just going to say this because I overheard someone else say it, but boy, that's really going to mess up recruiting.
There it is, Kate. That's true.
Lame duck
That
coach
is
for
true.
a fucking year.
You
I
not
mean,
think that screws recruiting?
100%.
Yeah.
They got to name a successor, like, now.
Coach K.
Shire's
Probably
we just-
John
we
Shire.
just
Of course,
did-
it's going to be one of those fucking guys, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we just did bench mob. I think the other thing, whether you love him or hate him, there is a familiarity of that you get to root against him or root for him. And
With Shire?
no, for Coach K.
Oh, yeah.
And a Saturday night that doesn't involve Dean Smith, Roy Williams, and Coach K,
know.
which we've known for the
For our
last
whole
50
lives.
years.
Yeah, it is crazy that UNC and Duke. I wonder.
Well, Coach K outlasted Roy. That's what
Right.
he wanted to do.
Right, that's what I mean. I wonder if there was
Yeah.
like a.
Oh,
"All right,
absolutely.
I came to do what I did.
Absolutely.
Jeff Goodman put a tweet out today that basically it's like the old man yelling at the sky. He said name, image, and likeness and the transfer portal being like a shit show are what kind of drove him out. So he doesn't want these kids having power.
It's like you change the game so that it doesn't like benefit me anymore.
It's not locked in his favor. Yeah.
But also, I mean, he's been sick and injured all these past few years. It's time
he's a war hero.
He did not. No.
He defended the country.
No, I don't.
Kate?
I don't think he.
He was like he went to like army, right? He he played
Mackenzie,
army. He's like Buster Blues, basically. Do you know his
also,
history?
You can't.
No.
Also,
exactly.
You can't pick
they don't
and
even
choose.
know his history.
Yeah, I can.
You can't pick and choose which soldiers you defend.
Right.
Yeah, I can.
Wait, do you hate Kate?
No, I like Kate.
The fact that ZBT has never even touched this means he had no career in the military at all. ZBT has no idea who he even is.
No, yeah, it's true.
Guy sucks. Goodbye. Good riddance. The end of a fucking era that I love. Like, see you later.
Although
I do love to hate.
This last year.
I do love to hate. So like, it is. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
It's like goodbye to one of the best heels.
I wish he
ever.
had a son.
Well, the best.
Just keep
I just really fucking hate his son.
He was trying to get the nephew on, or the
I
brother-in-law.
would love that.
He was waiting to get. That's why Capel left. That's why all these guys left.
Because they were like, Krzyzewski's
He's
coming.
waiting for this kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really would love someone who looks just like him.
What does he have? Coach K Court is what he has.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the pavilion. Like not the.
Oh, they'll probably
arena,
name
but
the whole fucking.
So
yeah,
the
it's
perfect.
gonna just be called like Krzyzewski from now on.
The perfect scenario is he either wins it all because you get that every game's theater.
Why are you like this?
But the more perfect theater is that it turns into what it was last year, which was a shit show.
Yeah.
They missed the tournament. He loses the locker room, and guys like Dan just dunk on him.
Well, that's why I think we're saying like, oh, I kind of want like a son, or I want this to keep going. If he was still dominating, I'd be like, goodbye, see you fucking later. But it's been kind of ugly for Duke.
Yeah, that's
here
why Marty
there,
can't. I'm like, he's lost his fastball. Like they're not the team. Like I'm a realist fan. Like, and he's like, he just keeps getting mad.
Why are you a fan?
Of Duke?
Yeah.
I was 7 years old and Grant Hill was dunking when I first got into college basketball.
I mean, there's plenty of people dunking.
That will do it though.
You know,
Grant Hill
you're
was
not
dunking.
a Duke guy. You're a fucking Mets guy. Like,
No, but
you know,
he
you
loves
can't be
the
like a
fake Coach K, like teach the children
the pageantry
bullshit.
bullshit.
Like,
So,
oh,
he's
if
a
you
great
beat
some
my
things
team,
guy.
I'll go into your locker room and teach your kids.
Coach K's a big some things.
Yeah.
When he yells at the
Coach K's the
he's
biggest
turned
fraud
heels.
in the world when it
You
comes
seen
to
that
when
picture
Coach
of
K.
where he's yelling at
the
the social
reporter.
media
When
Zach?
Coach K loses, it's all about life lessons.
Right.
When Coach K wins, it's about winning.
Basketball.
It's such bullshit.
He's such a goddamn fraud.
He always makes it about
I
like,
hope
oh,
that
life
some people,
teaching
by
the
the way-
kids.
Listen, I'm a Duke fan. He's lost its luster. He's right.
I hope that some people say, like, I hope they start to chirp a little bit, you know, like squeal a little bit on some of these stories.
Oh yeah,
the skeletons that are buried. You know?
Oh yeah, Zion Williamson. You think he got him recruiting battle?
It's a great academic school. Zion will go get his degree.
Oh, he's gonna get his degree.
He'll get his degree.
Okay.
West Point basketball.
So yeah, he
that's
did
where
serve,
Star.
but he
Kevin,
was
you'll
not a
love
war
this.
hero.
Yeah, that's why he won the fucking.
Kevin, you'll love this. You know he doesn't hang the banner unless every player on the team graduates. It's like a total.
And what does he do to get him to graduate? You know, he's like, why don't you fudge
Well, no,
this
some of them
grade
still aren't hanging.
Ugh,
That's not true.
I'm nearly positive.
that feels like
That's
an urban
not
legend.
true.
Yeah.
It was for a while.
It
There's
probably
no way
happened like
that's
one
true.
time.
So let's see. Google 2015. I know it hurts. Wisconsin 15 Duke banner.
Well, that might have been one when they graduated.
No,
though, right?
none of them graduated.
Oh yeah, well,
So
yeah, they have to go
didn't
back and
graduate.
get their fucking.
That's what the rumor was growing up.
Oh, he's already backtracking.
See, this is
He's
it.
already
This is
backtracking.
bullshit. These are what these fucking loser Duke fans do.
Yeah, does that one have?
So 15.
With 2010, so look up 2010.
Yeah.
Look up the 2010 Duke roster.
What do you want me to say? It's just.
God, I don't want you to spread this bullshit.
This is some things.
This might have been a full fucking. Oh God, yeah, this whole team graduated.
You're all in there. The loser white boys.
Tommy, can you find this for me?
I'm not finding it. I see a 2015 banner.
Oh, you do? Okay, all right, good. I rest my
In
case.
the arena?
I rest my
This
case.
says at banquet. Hangs at banquet.
That would be a fucking weasel asshole move. Like, we're gonna hang it in the banquet, but we're not gonna hang it in the fucking arena because he didn't graduate.
Well, they are student athletes. You gotta remember.
Oh, get off! Get
Wait,
off!
Seth
Goodbye.
Curry didn't graduate. Seth Curry did not graduate. He definitely left early.
Yeah.
What? They have a 2015. All right, thank you. So stop with that. That's the Duke
Some
shit
things
that
are
I
not-
hate.
yeah.
And you call them out, and they're like, "What?
Well,
I
maybe,
made a
I don't
mistake.
know.
I heard it."
I mean, I can't even find.
Why would they
any
hang them like
story
that?
Ever. They
This
just
idea,
make
right?
shit
I
up.
think that's a photo.
Duke fans make shit up about
Did
why,
you,
how.
Hey, Rico. Did you just make this up?
Yeah, honestly.
Did you completely fabricate
Honestly,
this?
here's the thing.
What is Frank?
I know.
What is about to happen right now? Oh my
slapping
God!
the floor.
He's slapping the floor.
Yeah, we gotta
Let's
see
go.
that.
Yep.
Listen,
Can we turn that camera? Can we get or Tommy? Can you
Frank,
film
come
him
right
doing
here
that?
and do that.
Come on the rundown.
Listen,
and
I
fucking-
have no problem. Like, people will be like, "Oh, Big Cat, you're salty about 2015."
Go, Frank. Nimble
Because
as a
Duke
cat.
beat Wisconsin. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
salty.
of course.
That's the closest they'll ever get to a national championship. I've admitted that a million times. My problem is everyone who roots for Duke pretends that Duke is like on a different level of academics and they don't pay their players. Bullshit.
Also,
they do all of that.
Also, it's very Yankee fan-esque, where it's like it's not the '90s anymore when it was like you're guaranteed a Final Four
They
run
do
every single
all of
fucking
the shit
time.
that everyone else
Everything
does.
is still. It's
That's
all,
why I like.
it's all
That's
image.
actually why I like Calipari, because he's kind of like a little
I'm
sleazy
scumbag.
on his
Yeah,
own.
he
right.
knows it. What
So
happened?
this is an article from 1992.
Can you
that
give him the mic?
Coach K. It was reported last week the Duke coach would take down both the banner and the Stars retired number 32 jersey of Christian Laettner if he didn't obtain his degree by the end of the first
So
summer
this happened
session.
one
So it might
time.
have
One time.
happened-
And it was probably like, when we
And
knew,
also
he
that's-
knew Christian Laettner was gonna graduate, so he just used that as
He
a
probably had to take one summer class.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
what
there
I mean.
for 4 years.
This was a different era. Now everyone's one and done because the NCAA is kind of bullshit.
So fuck Coach K.
Yeah.
The other basketball news: Danny Ainge out. Brad Stevens promoted to basketball president of basketball operations. I feel like this was some like Game of Thrones Littlefinger shit. Like, I feel like Brad Stevens was like orchestrating this behind it. I feel like it's a lot for him to just be like king of the castle already.
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
Like, I don't think
I
he's-
definitely would rather have that job than head coach.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying for the organization.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did, like.
Although I think
he was like the chosen one,
Yeah.
and then like it hasn't really panned out exactly how they wanted it to, at least.
It was
and all of a
definitely-
sudden to give him the keys of like now you run the fucking organization. a
Yeah.
lot.
It was rumored that Danny Ainge was going to probably step down, but the Brad Stevens part definitely is shocking.
I think when you have like your replacement right there, I don't know. Is it all copacetic? Is it all like Danny Ainge is cool with it all, or was it like?
I don't know.
I just don't think those things ever can be all that friendly. Just like in knowing how the world
Yeah,
works,
there's
where
politics
it's
and
like,
everything.
I'm happy to retire, and like sure, you go take over. Like it feels like
Right.
it never goes smoothly.
Right.
Neat fact off the top of my head that I didn't
That you didn't
look
research?
up. Only player and executive to win a championship.
Is Danny Ainge?
Yeah.
That is a great fact. Is that true though?
Oh.
Larry
matter.
Bird never won one.
I guess Magic left before the Lakers won last
Yeah.
year.
There's gotta be just like somebody, like a no name. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But maybe not. I mean,
I don't know. I wouldn't
Kate?
know.
It
Great
was on
fact.
this Twitter that I just saw, so I don't know.
That's
Perhaps.
great.
That's a great fact.
Kate.
Thank you.
Great
Yes.
Great
fact.
fact, Kate.
Yeah. It's from the official.
Oh,
So-
to the only Celtic to win a championship
Celtic.
as a player and executive. That
The
might
only
be only Celtic.
Jerry West, maybe? Did
Yeah, Jerry
West.
West definitely.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Right? He definitely won as a player, right?
He won one, I think.
I know he famously was the MVP when he lost that series, but
Yeah.
he had to.
I think he won one because he lost like a shitload to Bill Russell,
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe.
That's a great fact, though.
He did win.
Yeah.
He won
did?
one,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
One
yeah,
single one.
72.
I bet
And he
you-
went to the finals like 10 times.
Yeah, that was brutal. It's a
Yeah.
brutal run. He, so maybe it's the only Celtic, but I bet you there's also just not many in general.
Yeah.
No, it's still a great fact. I'm not taking away your great fact.
Thank you.
Also in the basketball world, Dame Lillard, insanity.
So good.
What was he, 12 of 17 from 3?
Yeah.
55 on double overtime, logo short shots all over the place, forcing overtime both times with his. That shot of Austin Rivers
Oh.
when he missed and he's like, "Thank God," was the most like honest and genuine. And then he commented on Instagram. You see that?
No.
Complex posted being like, Dame Lillard unconscious, had his stat line in the caption, and he wrote like, "Bro, for real," like he's like one hand in his face, two hands in his face. We couldn't stop
Yeah.
him. And then what's annoying though? He was like, "It's so fun to guard him," and it's like,
No.
you won.
Because
so
you
you
won.
can say that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you
Right.
would have been like, "Fuck
Right.
this." But there's not much left to say about him other than the Knicks have to do whatever they got to do to trade for him.
Yeah.
Bring that guy to
Yeah.
New York. He's got to get out of Portland, right? I mean, he's just.
That's the only thing I don't like about. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the NBA, though.
I know. And that's what he's
as soon
been
as
so
someone
great
does
about.
something good at a small market, they're like, well, he's got to be in a big
But
market.
he's done. It's been a little while now.
Yeah.
So, and that's what why Dame's awesome is that he's like, I'm not
loyal, right.
a ring chaser, and I do want to bring it to Portland. But at some point, you know, you're on the wrong side of 30 now. And I think the narrative flips to like, well, he deserves to leave.
Right.
That's where he's smart. If you go to super team when you're like in the middle of your prime, people think you're an asshole. If you wait a couple more years, then they're like, go, man, you deserve it.
Yeah, we're root for you.
Would you be a ring chaser? Would you like bounce and just go get a championship?
Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck it,
for
right?
sure. Yeah,
I mean,
no
all
doubt.
that loyalty shit, nobody cares.
No.
Come on.
I was gonna make a joke there, but I don't want to put pressure on anyone.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But we're not going to do that to him. We're not going to do that to him. He's already a new dad, and he's got enough on his plate, so I literally was like, don't want to do it to him. We're good friends. Remember that, Pat. Remember that joke that we did not make.
Remember what we just did to you, Pat? We just fucking saved you, bro.
We did not joke about her chasing a ring from you in marriage. No, we did not do that joke.
But seriously, dude, if you're going to have a child with her, you better fucking put a ring on it.
This is embarrassing.
Also in the NBA, LeBron left the court, went to the locker room with like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I think it's one thing when you leave when there's seconds left or even like a minute, but 5 minutes to go is just like, I actually don't think these things really matter. I saw, what's his name? Evan Cohen from Sirius was tweeting like, we've talked about Tom Brady walked away without shaking hands, and Serena Williams has
remember when Randy
retired
Moss?
early.
Yeah.
But specifically, he was saying Brady, Serena, and LeBron have all been called like not winners or like it's like these are the ultimate competitors and the ultimate winners, and they have their moments where they do like asshole shit. But at this point, can you really question that LeBron is like wants to win and it's an asshole move?
I don't question any of that.
Yeah.
Like it didn't really bother me that much. I think it's fair to call it like it's a dickhead move to your teammates.
To your teammates, yeah.
Right.
Like that's us, the fans who care, but the guys who are still busting their ass, and it's not like the series is over, by the way. It's like it was a bad loss, but it's like, to me, it's just about that one dude on the team was like, come on.
And LeBron wasn't like everyone like, oh well, his teammates sucked. LeBron kind of sucked too. He put up. In the third quarter, when it was a 30-point game, he scored like, 10, 15 points that made his final stat line look a lot better than it was. He wasn't, if you watch that first quarter, he wasn't like
lights out.
Like,
it's
I'm
not
going
like
to fucking take this
left
game over.
it all on the court and they like, couldn't help him at all. Also, I forget about the walking away. There was several highlights of him just like standing on the other end of the court while his team was playing 5-on-4 defense.
Getting a hot dog.
Yeah, I mean,
not rotating, all that stuff. Like I understand LeBron knows better than anyone in the world to like how to pace himself, and it's clear he does that. But when you have a game that you kind of need to win, like pacing yourself, it doesn't always work.
Yeah, pace yourself now. You know what?
Right.
You know what the problem is, Dan? He didn't go 0 dark 30-23.
I know. He's been tweeting.
That's yikes. Maybe he's not.
He
focused.
wants to. How bad? We were talking about this on PMT the other day. How bad do you think LeBron wants to get hit by a hot dog? Wants to get hit by a hot dog by like a fan.
Oh God! The fact that he's not.
I'm actually not shocked he didn't just walk in and out of the tunnel for 5 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he planted someone. Like here's like 5K.
I was
throw
thinking
a hot
about
dog
that. I actually was sick because it was late night and I was like, if LeBron if Rich Paul came up to me and was like, I'll give you $1 million to throw something at LeBron, I would do it, and then I would just rip up the NDA and be like, sue me.
Guess what happened?
He fucking set me up.
And the fact that he's not getting harassed and touched and thrown at and like
he's pissed.
It's dying. Yeah. What else do we have? There was one other thing besides.
Oh, the troops.
We had the troops, but I thought there was something else. No.
Sports-wise.
Anyway,
Damn, the interns are loud, Tommy. What are you gonna do about it?
Quiet on the set, please. Quiet on the set.
But single out who's making noise. You know what I mean?
I don't know any names.
Just like the interns. Say interns to be quiet. You know, gotta let them know who's the boss.
Interns, please quiet down. I've been directed by more authority figures to tell you guys to quiet down.
What a pussy.
That was really good.
Yeah,
good.
Really
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
So we got this situation. Where was it?
Bulgaria.
Yeah. Troops busting
Kate,
into an olive
come up with
oil.
the topic for the rundown. Going about the troops in Bulgaria. My finger is on the pulse of what stories
No, listen.
on the air.
We talked basketball, babbling for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Tell me about the troops in Bulgaria raiding the wrong oil factory.
Yeah,
it's not an oil. It's an olive oil factory.
Really?
U.S. troops. They were doing training on where they dropped out of helicopters. Or it's like high-speed special forces stuff. and they accidentally got in the wrong spot, went off the Bulgarian base, and broke into an olive oil factory where there's actual Bulgarians working. And you can see in the video, it's like high speed. You see them storming in with the guns and all their gear on, and they like are raiding the place. Like it's like.
But it's olive oil.
Yeah, they come in and these people are just working. There's like little old
Look
Bulgarians.
Like, is he sitting? He didn't even. Yeah. He's just like, what?
And a lot of times the military
It's gotta be terrifying, by the way.
A lot of times the military will hire role players to act as if they're workers or people in the village. So the military
they're
people,
still taking it serious.
they're still taking it serious. They have no idea that they're in an actual olive oil factory and that they go through. So
what's like the punishment for like getting like who is this? Whoever's calling the shots, like
somebody
back in the
higher
base,
up
or
will
these
get,
guys, or
somebody higher up will get slapped on the wrist, and then they'll just rip on whoever made the wrong turn in this.
That's pretty.
Nobody was harmed.
You head back to like barracks or whatever you call it. You got to get fucking chirped till no end, right?
Just getting ripped on. But I just thought it was ridiculous. They had no idea they were off the base and like actually in a town kind of storm.
That's so funny.
I like tucking your tail and being like, well, guys, we're in an
sorry.
We gotta go.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. So we do have the interns here. Tommy mentioned it's intern season, which is I think we're officially at the point where we are now like we're just like a media company. So now we have like waves of interns where, you know, I feel like last year might have been the like. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just being like recency bias or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know if we're like, do we have any complete weirdos in the bunch right now? Do we have?
Not that I know.
These are all just kind of like normal kids applying for internships, so we're not getting the whack.
I think it's also like a lot of the interns are former viceroys, so it's like a feeder program.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's intern season
like that,
here.
Dude, did you guys ever talk about that fucking 16-year-old kid?
The viceroy who was like, he posted
this is
the footage of him with Gronk.
Barstool Sports. And then we're like, you're fired because you can't be an intern at 16.
In the same week, we found out there was a 51-year-old viceroy.
Oh.
That guy deserves a true life.
How?
True
How
life.
Did he do it?
He weaseled his way into.
He worked at a lab at the school or something, so he had an address from I think it was UAB.
Awesome.
Or something. So he was able. He had a at Auburn EDU or whatever.
That's so awesome.
And was like on campus. And
imagine
he was
being 51 and going to the bars and being like, "Hey
I'm
girls, I'm the viceroy."
You want to see me tweet? Want to see me tweet something?
Yeah, exactly.
That dude is
he's apparently like really good at it.
I'm sure he was.
I'm sure he's got life experience and shit. He knows what he's doing. So there was a 51-year-old viceroy and a 16-year-old viceroy
awesome.
all in one. So we'll see what comes of this pack.
Nice.
The high noon Barstool versus America is cooking. They broke down in like 15 minutes.
Yep.
But they fueled it back up with high noon. They're doing their thing.
Who's gonna come out like looking the worst
from the high noon thing? So. Looking the worst, meaning like a competitive
like everyone's
asshole,
gonna be like
the villain of
we
this,
hate that
of this
person
thing.
now.
Pat's usually a good villain. He's like he like pulls strings and like pushes buttons on people and like.
And I think he's competitive and wants to win, so he'll like Glenny's just like I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, he was like this is the best. He was like this is the best thing that's ever happened.
He tweeted
and I
out
kind
this
of believe
morning.
it.
He was really bummed.
The other thing, by the way, was Boston. They're all going to Boston later in this weekend. For the game watches.
Hank and I were talking about it. Like, you know, I'm secure in my life that it's like I don't want to go travel in an RV with a bunch of people, but there's also a very small part of me that's like, hey, remember when we used to do cool stuff, but it was really just like setting up the fucking like home run derby against Big Papi and like having to do everything.
Remember the hot dog eating contest?
Yeah, like
3, 2, 1.
that was now they're battling for $10,000 in a shore house.
Honestly,
we just battled to just not get embarrassed.
Could you imagine being like 25 right now and like single and you just moved to the city and this is the job?
You're like a mini celebrity. It's such a fucking great life.
That's why they're all assholes, though.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. I do feel like such an old man saying it, but it's like back in my day, like, we would go and fucking catch punts from Zoltan Mesko, and that was the video.
Also,
that was
wasn't
cool.
too shabby either. That was a pretty funny
fun,
business
but
as
it
well, but it wasn't
not this. Yeah.
This was and the parties and the shit you get to go to. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a good time to work at Barstool. So I believe that's the rundown, right?
Yeah.
And congrats.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Congrats.
Everybody healthy, happy, all good.
Yeah.
Do we,
All good.
Are we doing public names and stuff or no?
Honestly, I don't really care. I feel like if I get it for you.
Well, no, it's also just, I always think it's just weird when people like say, if they knew my kids' names, they would say it to me and I'd be like, you don't know my kid.
Yeah, it's not weird. But I feel like I'm okay. I feel like But we named him Cash.
Great name.
Cash Buddy. Yeah.
We just had a discussion on the stream.
Cassidy. Cash Cassidy.
Cash Cassidy.
That's pretty sick.
We were talking, I think, off camera on the Knicks stream the other day about kind of like that Malcolm Gladwell shit, where like if you name your kid. That was more about how a bad name can like hurt you. Or a good name. He's almost destined to be a fucking rock star. Cash Cassidy is his real name.
That's sick.
But if we don't do well and we have him in like hand-me-down clothes and stuff, and his name is Cash on the playground.
Well, then it's ironically funny.
I was gonna say either way that works.
A poor kid named Cash.
I mean, this kid is
that's funny.
Already that sounds like an album name, or I saw poor kid named Cash.
Yeah.
You know,
he's kind of in a win-win. Like he could either be a great success and be like, yeah, Cash, or a huge failure and be like, it was just a prank.
Right. Hey, if your kid's a huge fucking failure, it'll all be good.
Yeah, but parents are just really funny.
You know he's gonna have a kick-ass sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
You know he's already gonna be doing. He's gonna have the badass side of things from you.
Yep.
He's gonna have like the music fucking industry side from his pops.
Yep.
Cash Cassidy.
I think he's gonna do well.
I just pictured his college years, and he walks into the bong. Everybody's like, "It's the Cash Man."
Yeah.
Cash,
hell yeah.
He's gonna be a little douchey, but
I love it.
So many good jokes and references you can make with it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cash Cassidy, man.
Could you imagine if you named him Kush?
Kush Cassidy.
Even that, there's your nickname.
There could be a second.
Kush Cash.
Oh, good.
Put a fucking ring on it.
No, hell no. Ew. I'm done.